Namaste, welcome to this session on missing indicator. When we did simple imputer and KNN imputer, then we added a parameter which was, if we see here, add indicator is equal to true. So what did it do? It basically added an extra column for each column that had a missing value, right? So that was only for indicating to us whether a missing value was present in that row or not. So by default, under the hood, when we call this add indicator is equal to true, scikit-learn is implementing this missing indicator class which we are going to see in this tutorial. Okay, so I'll say from sklearn.impute import missing indicator. So this is the class that scikit-learn is using in both of those tutorials when we used add indicator is equal to true. Okay, so once I've imported this, I'll call an object called missing indicator. And now if I just show you that using the default parameters, so what I have now is, if I say mi.fit, then if I now I didn't go through all of these steps before steps because I have covered them in the previous tutorials also. So now if I say mi.fit x underscore train only on the training set, then I have successfully fitted my data frame onto this mi object. So now if I say dot transform, and if I again transform the training set, now you see I have only 3 columns now, right? Why 3 columns? Because if I check by default in my dataset, I had only 3 columns which had missing values. Okay, so this is why it created 1 column for each of those columns which had missing values. So if I do a pd.data frame on this, it tells me that for example in this row, it tells me that for the first 2 columns, for example for the work class and occupation column, they both were missing. Okay, so in that row both were missing and the native country was not missing, so that was true, true and false there. So this is all about missing indicator. Basically there's a parameter which is, if we check it mentions here that there's a parameter called features and it is missing only. So if I create another object to see what it means, if I say mi1 is equal to missing indicator, if I pass in a features is equal to all, okay, by default it was missing only. Now you must have guessed by now what it will do. So if I do a directly fit underscore transform on the training set, transform, it is giving me 14 columns back. I'll show you why it is 14. If I do a data frame and dot head to save some space, you see I'm getting columns from 0 until 13. Why 0 until 13? Because in this original data set I had these 14 columns here. Now it is giving me 1 column for each of those columns in the original data set. Even if even if for example for this race column I had no missing value, so in that race column it will give me all the falses here. But since I have asked for all features, it is giving me a boolean array of trues and falses. Okay, so it is all up to us what our use case is. So this is what just the missing indicator class is offering us. Now there's also a parameter called error on new is equal to true. What this basically means is that scikit-learn will raise an exception whenever, for example, uh, in xtrain, if I check xtrain dot is na dot sum. So you see, because I had no missing value in education column, there was no education column here. So now if it finds a missing value in this education column in the testing set, then it will raise us an exception that uh, basically notifying us that it didn't find a missing value in the training set, but it found a missing value in the testing set for this particular column. So we can set that to false, that parameter, so that our code doesn't break, or we can set it to true just for sanity checks, okay, whether we have any missing data in the testing set that were not in the training set. So we can use this missing indicator class for that purpose. Now there's just one more thing to note here. When I call this missing indicator object again, this is the first one that we created with features is equal to missing only. If I call mi underscore features under mi dot features underscore, it will give me 3 values in this array, 1, 6 and 13. Now what are these 3 values? These are the uh, index positions of the columns in the original data set. So 1, 6 and 13 means this is the 1, this is 0, this is 1. The work class had missing values, then this 6 had missing values, and this 13 had missing values, right? So then hence it is giving us 1, 6 and 13. So if I simply want to cross verify, I can say xtrain.columns, and I can pass in this mi.features, this array as it is. So now it is giving us 3 columns: work class, occupation and native country. This is just an attribute of missing indicator that I wanted to cover in this tutorial. So this will be all for this lecture. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please do not forget to upvote it and subscribe to my channel.